All right. Good evening. This is Crystal, and this is my video that I promised to give y'all this morning, but I had forgot the fact that I had my MRI of my C-spine in my neck this morning. And so after I got out of that MRI, I felt dizzy and nauseated, and I felt sick for a while. So I decided to take a little break till I felt better, even though I promised it in the morning, and now I'm gonna make it for y'all. So this is Dolph Lundgren, and this is a first on my channel because I found a real bio male. He's an actor. He was on Rocky IV and The Expendables, and I think he may have even played like He-Man back in the day. But yeah, just I can break him down. It's a real man. And when I realized this was when I was watching this video for a Believer by Imagine Dragons. And during the video, Dolph is boxing with this younger guy right here. The first thing I see right away on Dolph is just a board straight flat back. Now you can't see the whole back right here, but I have other photos where you can. So, yep, he's got the flat back. Let's look at him here. Okay, I'm seeing deep set eyes and a pretty thick brow ridge here, and chiseled, squared chiseled square jawline, and a square chin, and that's all I really see in this photo. Now I have noticed that he has just more of a prominent trachea and not so much of a, like, he didn't have a blazing out, poking out, double-pronged Adam's apple, but not every man does. Like, my ex-husband, the father of my 13-year-old, didn't have a poking out Adam's apple at all, but he's still a man. So that's just one trait, and I'm looking at a bunch. So I'm going to break him down and show you that he is a man. All right. What was I trying to see? I could look here. All I really see here is I see a deep brow ridge there. And you can see the square jawline there. And there's lots of tendons. It's like if this was a male to female, pretending to be a female, trying to deceive us, this would be typical. So really, it looks male because there's tendons and prominent trachea. He just doesn't have a blazing Adam's apple. But not all men have to. Okay. This right here, looking at him from underneath, is a real good image of the brow ridge. It's a deep brow. He's got a just really deep set eyes and a really prominent brow bone right here. And a square jawline. It comes down at just straight, and then it comes down straight and then across at 90 degrees. And he's got a square chin too. And you can see prominent trachea there. Here, now he does have horizontal collarbones. It's just in some photos, they might deceive you like they're looking like a V, but if you look at it, he's leaning over. So it's like the collarbone is protruding, and it's here, and it's still right there. But really, that's the bulked up muscle of the arm. So if you look at it, it goes out to there. That's where it ends, right there. And what else do we have? just square jawline and brow bone and deep set eyes. Okay. Right here, just once again, he's got an extremely squared jawline. It comes straight down, and then it's chiseled, and it comes across. And he's got a square enough chin, square jawline, deep set eyes with brow ridge. And the collarbones are protruding really far. Like, if this... It's just, there's no way this person could be a female. It's like, if this person was trying to pass as a female, like, think about, look at this. Look how protruding the bones are. Just he's very sinewy and chiseled and muscular. Okay. And what was I looking for in this picture? Probably the fact that he's got his arms. Look at how much. Whoops. Look how much he's got his arms bent at this point. See? His arms are at crotch level and they're bent that much. The arms are down here if he straightened the arms out. So he's got long arms. Adonis belt there. There's no sort of female waist indent ever in any of these photos that I looked through. No Q angle either. Not at all. And I can't really see that well. You can see kind of the collarbone, and it ends right there, which is the edge, because this other part over here is just the bulked up it's not bicep or tricep. I can't remember what the name of that muscle is. I'm out of practice as far as some anatomy. Okay. He's got extremely wide shoulders. Like, it's more than 3 head widths. You go, because this is wide over here. That's way more than 1. So, it's like, it's 1, 2, 3, but then they go out further. He's got really wide shoulders. He's got Sarah Silverman wide shoulders. Except he is a man, a real man that's portraying a man, which is awesome. It's like, I feel so lucky that I was able to find this one, because it's just, this is fun to get to make a video like this and cover and show y'all that there was a real man on a movie. Okay, here's a good image here of the collarbones, and they're protruding, and they go out, and they stop here, right there, and that's to the edge of the shoulder. You can see the Adonis belt there, just extremely wide shoulders. Right there, they almost look like 4 head widths, but a lot of times, they do. Like, if he's just standing, just facing forward, he could fit about 4 heads, in my opinion. Right here, I just noticed the flat back. There's no curving in that back at all. And then there are some pictures that I have that it shows like his whole, it's a full body shot from the back, and he barely even has a curve above the rear. Even though males can have that, he barely even has that. He's got a very flat back. All right. This here was good for a lot of things. Look at the collarbones. They're protruding, and they're horizontal, and they're going all the way out to there. This one kind of looks V'd up, but it just depends on what pose that he's striking. But they still go to the edge regardless. And like, I know my collarbones only go out about halfway. to my shoulder and they stop. So it's consistent with male collarbones because it goes out, it's protruding. It's basically horizontal and it goes to the edge. Now here, the chest is bulked up, but it looks symmetrical. A lot of times on FTMs, they will have one side that is bigger than the other, or scarring from boobies removed and stuff, and you don't have any of that. And just a straight up and down torso. And he has long arms too, but he's holding them away from his body, and the legs are up, so you can't really see in that photo. But I can see brow ridge here too, and his chiseled square jawline. It's Ivan Drago from Rocky IV. But yeah, this is a good image right here. You can see that the collarbones are horizontal. See this? It's horizontal, and it stops there. So it goes out to the edge. Extremely wide shoulders. Jawline like a box. 90-degree angle. Chiseled square jawline. Deep set eyes and brow ridge once again. What did I see in this one? Look at how he's aging. That's what I was going to point out. It's like he's aging gracefully. He doesn't look like some of these people that have been on opposite sex hormones their whole life end up looking just like, just wretched, because it's not healthy to be on opposite sex hormones for forever. At some point, as the people that are transgendered, not him, but the stars that are transgendered and on these opposite sex hormones, like at some point, they have to stop taking it because it's too destructive on the body. But he's either 58 or 60, and he looks great. For like a 60-year-old man, he looks hot. It's like, are you kidding me? He didn't look like he aged. He looks like he aged totally gracefully. He's got really veiny arms, which is more of a manly trait. And you can see the wide shoulders and the no hips there as well. And square chin and square jawline. Prominent cheekbones and a brow ridge here. Here we go. And the collarbones, you can see pretty good in this picture. They're coming out to there, to the edge. Whoops. I'll go back. Okay. You can see just extremely wide shoulders. See, there's the crotch, there's the arms. No Q angle. See? Straight up and down legs. Legs that go into the pelvis. Vertical on both sides. And long arms that are appropriate length to be a male. And horizontal collarbones that go all the way out to the edge, and wide shoulders. And you can see the brow ridge there, but it's kind of blurry. I can't really see the jawline defined that well in that photo. So I'll move on to the next one. Okay. Just massively wide shoulders. You can see the collarbones coming out to the edge there. Just look at the shoulder to hip ratio. It's just, yes, this is what a man looks like. It's a T-shaped man with squared across, very wide shoulders. And you can see his brow ridge and his jawline, which is square. And you can see a prominent trachea there. Okay. Brow ridge. Square jawline. And protruding collarbones that are horizontal. That's a really good image of the horizontal collarbones right there. Yep. And he had deep set eyes, which he does in every photo, but it showed up in that last one even more, it seemed like. Okay. I feel like I'm a broken record, but yeah, deep set eyes with brow ridge, square jawline, extremely wide shoulders, and very tiny hips. It's like, I feel like I'm being redundant with a lot of these. I don't want to get too redundant. You can see a prominent trachea there. Deep set eyes, brow bone, chiseled jawline, square chin. Here, this is a good image of the square jawline. It's coming down and then across, and it's chiseled. A female's jawline will look more like the childhood picture of Adam Levine's that was just curvy and there was no angle to it. But right here, it goes down and then forward. And that's what a square jawline is. And brow bone. Okay. More of the same. Brow bones. Woo! He looks awfully good for his age, really. And that's a sign to me, that helps confirm further to me that he is a bio male, because he hasn't been wrecking his body with hormones for 40 years. Or they actually start out from birth, basically. So, yeah. Squared, chiseled jawline, and brow ridge, and set back eyes. This photo, and I was so sad when I found out that Stallone was an FTM, but I saw them broken down. I think it may have been by Lori. I'm not 100% certain, but yeah, Stallone, sadly, is an FTM. But you can see the differences. Here's your bio male, and you got a deep brow ridge there. Now let's compare them to, look at the brow ridge here, and look at no brow ridge here on Sylvester, see? Look at the squared chiseled jawline here on Dolph, and now look at this no jawline whatsoever on Stallone there. See the wide, squared T-shaped shoulders on Dolph. Now look at the sloping down shoulders on Stallone. Yep. This was a good, and the pointy chin here. Dolph has a chin that's in between, kind of squared. It's not severely squared, but it's still more squared than this. Look. Pointy chin, weak jaw, no brow bone. It's so sad that Rocky was a female. Just, wow. Okay. All right. Now, I could go through and compare them all again, but no, look at the massiveness of the shoulders. And I can see just the square jawline even from here. I can zoom some. Yeah. And you can see the sloping backness of the forehead as well in this photo. You can see the sloping back, brow bone, deep set eyes, square jawline. Massively wide shoulders, no hips whatsoever, no Q angle. There's no Q, that's vertical. Let's see. What was I looking for in this one? I mean, he's got very wide shoulders. He's got clavicles going across to the edge. See, in this photo, it looks like it kind of goes up in a V, but it doesn't matter because he still has overwhelmingly male traits. Like the crotch, what's going on there? But yeah, the arms, and he's holding the arms away from his body. But there's some later photos that I have that'll show you that he has long arms. They're like down here. Just straight torso, how you expect a real man to have. It's so cool that I found a real man. And, oh, look at this. This is great. Look at this. Collarbone straight out to the edge. Look, straight, horizontal, and to the edge. Straight up and down torso, and he has no indentation. He has no female waist indentation anywhere. Massively wide shoulders, horizontal collarbones, deep set eyes with brow ridge. You can see a little bit of Adonis belt there. He's just a sexy guy. What can I say? It's so refreshing to find a real man, because in this line of work, it's like it's disheartening and it's depressing, to be honest, to just realize that basically any movie we ever enjoyed growing up, we were being deceived, but not by this one. It's just here, brow ridge once again, square chin, square jawline. You got a prominent trachea. Let's see. That's really bulked up. But yeah, look at these shoulders. That's kind of what I was talking about. Like, you could fit damn near like 4 heads on the shoulders. And look, the crotch is there, the arms are hanging, and he's still hanging. He's hanging the arm kind of away from the body, but it would be down here, and the crotch is there. And there's a straight torso, and there's no indentation. I've never seen once any sort of indentation that could be perceived as a female indentation at all. And look how tiny the hips are, and look how huge the shoulders are. Square jawline. There's a back then and now photos. Just all the same male traits I've pointed out about the skull. And I see the collarbones come into right there to the edge, because this part right there is just the muscle on the top of the arm extending downwards. That's a horizontal collarbone. Yeah, you can tell the collarbone ends right there. And over, let me just zoom on him over this side here. Yeah, see the collarbones? Yep. Just deep set eyes and brow ridge, like I've been seeing. And you got some Adonis belt working, but straight torso. Straight torso. This is a really good image right here of, now you can't see his back because his arms are in the way, so that's not what I'm using to prove the back there. Look, see? Brow ridge. See, that's the sloping. See, look at it. It's sloping back. Sloping back forehead. He sure was an intimidating looking man. Like for Rocky 4, it was just crazy. Squared down, it comes down and then straight across at a 90-degree angle. Square jawline. And he does have a completely flat back all the way down to the rear. But I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Wow. He's just ripped. He's old, but he's so in shape. Look, see? You still got the collarbones that are horizontal to the edge. Forehead widths on the shoulders. Nothing here on the hips. Just like, wow. This ratio is insane. I see Adonis belt showing. And I see prominent trachea right there as well. Yeah, you just never see him ever with a female waist indent. Like, you can't catch him with one because he's a man. You just can't. And the shoulders are just extremely wide, just like they are in every photo, and square jawline, deep set eyes with the brow bone. Okay, this is a good photo to show you that it's like, okay, crotch level's there. See, the hands are down here. If you put the hand against the body, it's going to be there. There's the crotch. There's the hand level. Straight up and down torso. Adonis belt showing a little bit there. Just massive shoulders. Horizontal collarbones extending to the edge. No Q angle whatsoever. Straight into the pelvis. Here is another image. I didn't mean to have a duplicate, but there's the flat back. But I've got better images of that, so I'll just skip past this. That's the photo I used for my thumbnail. That's a cute part of the video because he's like, he's waving with his gloves. He's like, come on, come and get me. Okay. Let's see. This, you can kind of see the flat back there, but I took a little video clip from the music video. So I could show you, it's like, yes, I have a flat back photo right there, but I want to show you in motion so you can see it's not just an altered photo or something. It's legit. All right. Look at the flat back here. Yeah, see? There's Dolph right there. Yep, flat. Did you see? Strike. Okay, see? That's Dolph right there. It's facing here. Look at them. Right there, flat and straight. Yeah. I know y'all can see that. Flat and straight back, 100%. Now, this is a shot from the beach. And, look. It's flat. Tiny bit of a curve right at the rear. It's like his back doesn't really curve at all. Because usually a male's back will curve a little bit slightly above where the rear is. But his is just back and then rear. No curve. And what else am I seeing in this photo? His square jawline and his brow bone. But yeah, in conclusion, Dolph has many, many, many markers of a man. Enough for me to conclude that he is a bio male. 100%. And it was fun to break down a real man instead of all these deceivers. It's refreshing to know that there was someone on a movie that's not lying to us about their gender. Let me go over here. Okay. I'm going to, in conclusion, just reiterate why I found him to be bio. He's got brow ridge, sloping back forehead, square jawline, square chin, Adam's apple in the neck right there. It's like sometimes, I guess it depends on what way he's turning or if he's speaking or not. I don't know. You can see it there. He has got extremely wide shoulders that I say are almost forehead widths, if not 4. He's got a straight up and down torso that never shows any sort of female waist indent. He's got an Adonis belt. He's got no Q angle in any of the photos that I went through. There's the crotch, right? There's the hands. They end down here, which is halfway down. It's like halfway down. There's the knee. There's the crotch. So the hands end halfway down to the knee, like they're supposed to. And he just looks amazing for his age. So, hope y'all have a blessed night. It's been fun breaking down a real man for y'all.